So how do you get your first 1,000 YouTube subscribers? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 important things I focused on to be able to grow this channel to over 1,000 subscribers and counting. Let's get into the content. Okay, so the first thing we want to do when it comes to getting 1,000 subscribers is we first have to commit to the process of getting 1,000 subscribers, right? So I kind of went through this back in 2016 when I first learned about YouTube and really how this stuff works. One of the things that I did is I continued to put out videos even though I wasn't ready or I didn't feel ready to actually put those videos out, because the person who taught me at that time, he said it's going to get to a point to where video is the most important thing. And as you can see, we're now in 2022 and it's pretty much all about video, right? And so I committed back in 2016 I told myself, look, we got to put these videos out. Yes, I was feeling like I wasn't feeling that confident. I didn't really know too much of what I was doing. Yes, I went through the training and I learned some different things, but a lot of the process, I still had to do the work. And so you have to commit, right? And so what I want you to do is I want you to commit right now by putting a comment down below and saying, I commit to getting 1,000 subscribers, because in the beginning, you have to make the decision and say, yes, I'm going for it. I'm committing. I don't care if I'm not ready. As long as you watch the appropriate trainings that are actually going to teach you what you need to know to kind of get things going. And then later on in the process, maybe you get like a mentor or whatever it is. It's very important for you to just go for it. All right, so the next thing we want to focus on is understanding your target market, right? So who do you want to help? What problems do they have, and how are you going to help them solve that through the content that you put out, right? Now, the easiest way to really understand this is to look at whatever your value proposition is for your channel. Like, what is it that you're teaching about? I want you to go back to when you first started, and I want you to look at all of the phases that you went through to get to where you currently are. And then what you want to do is you want to create content that would have attracted you when you were in your lowest phase, right? So for example, when I was actually starting this channel right here, I knew quite a bit about YouTube because I have other YouTube channels, right? So I've been to hitting 1,000 subscribers a few times in my journey, right? So I feel like I can actually teach you this because I've done it multiple times. So whatever it is that you're doing, take people through those phases that you went through. Like for me, it was, I learned YouTube, I understood the algorithm. Now, of course, the algorithm has changed a couple of times and so on, but I learned first how to rank videos. Then once I learned how to rank videos, then I was like, okay, I'm ranking videos now and I'm doing it a lot faster, but now how do I actually turn those videos from being ranked to actually making money from them, right? What do I say in the videos? How do I give a proper call to action that's actually gonna get people to click the link in the description, right? So it's phases that you actually go through, and that's super, super important. All right, so the next thing we're gonna focus on is modeling successful channels, right? But we're gonna go a little bit deeper than what you've probably seen here on YouTube, all right? So let's just take, for example, this channel right here, right? Now, what I do when I go to these channels is I click on videos and then I go to sort by most popular, right? Now, typically most people will stop right here, right? Once they see, okay, these are the top videos, and so on and so on, what'll happen is they'll stop. But what I do is I look at what type of thumbnails are they doing. That's the first thing I look at. Then I look at within the last year, what is the most popular video, right? I don't care about the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old videos if they've actually been on the platform that long. I care about 1 year and lower. That's another thing I look at. Now, I also look at their titles, right? What type of titles are they doing, right? So I can kind of get an idea. And I do this on various amount of channels, right? Maybe between 5 to 10 channels. So I have tons of ideas and different, title ideas, thumbnails, and so on and so on. But I go even deeper than that, and that's where I actually watch the video, right? And not the entire video. What I care about is what happens within their first 30 seconds. If it's taking a person forever to get into the content, because one thing we got to remember is that people come to those videos for a reason. And if you're taking forever to get into the content, they're going to jump off your videos. That's why I focus a lot on this channel on not taking an extended amount of time to get into the content, because I respect your time. All right, so you have to do the exact same thing for your audience, and this is how you're gonna break into a space when you put the content out a lot quicker than what your competitors are doing, right? And that's how I feel this channel has been doing so well, because I was able to take longer form content from other creators and then make it into shorter form content, because I felt like some of the content that was out there already didn't necessarily have to be as long as I was seeing it, right? And so that was the gap that I saw for myself for this channel. All right, so the next important thing that we need to focus on, and this is super important, is making content that people actually care about and search for. So what am I talking about? So right now, if I go over here to an incognito browser, I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. So if I go over to YouTube, and then I go over here and I type something like how to, let's just go more along the lines of where, the space that I'm in. How to grow a garden. Let's just put that in there. Okay, so how to grow a garden in an apartment, how to grow a garden in Minecraft, how to grow a garden for beginners. So as you can see, these are auto-populating, which means that these are what people care about when it comes to the keyword how to grow a garden, right? And this could work in any niche, doesn't matter what you're doing, gaming, whatever it is. It works in any niche, right? And so as you start to see these auto suggestions popping up, that's what's most important. So never create content that you just feel that somebody would care about, right? Always do the research. And then yes, there's tools out there that show you how much search, certain keywords get and so on, but not all of them are actually accurate when it comes to the amount, because no one has the real numbers from Google and YouTube. But they're still very helpful in the process of doing your keyword research and giving you like a little help to let you figure out, okay, there are people searching for it, so now I need to create content and serve whoever it is that's searching for that content. Very important. All right, so the next big focus is to master SEO, which is search engine optimization. So we talked about creating content that people care about, answering their questions, reviewing specific products to where, you're going to attract them anyway, because only those type of people will be using those certain products, right? But in order for you to even be able to show up, you got to know how to get to the top, right? So what I've actually done, if you look right here, this is a playlist that I created. It's how to rank videos on YouTube, full process. So I go into how I do keyword research, then I show you exactly how I tag my videos, and then this video right here, I go into the full ranking process and I'll show you proof of me ranking in there. That way you can know that what I'm teaching you is actually going to work, as long as you continue to apply the strategies that I lay out here on the channel, right? And of course, I'll be adding more SEO stuff with inside of that playlist, but SEO is extremely important, right? We have to remember that YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. So if you understand how to position your stuff and outrank your competitors, you're going to start to drive traffic through search, but at the same time, you're also going to get some of that suggested views, because sometimes what I notice is when I got a video that's ranking number 1, sometimes the videos that are ranking number 2, they'll have my video suggested over to the side of those second ranking videos. Now that doesn't happen every single time, but that happens quite a bit of time, right? So you're working the system, ranking your videos, and getting those views, which is very important when it comes to you getting to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Now on this channel, it took me 9 months and 12 days to hit 1,000 subscribers, which I'm very proud of, right? Now in my previous channels, it took me a little bit longer, but I think because I focused on a niche and it wasn't more of a variety channel, I was able to actually break through a lot quicker. Sorry. All right, so hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and also drop me a comment down below letting me know any additional questions that you have. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.